Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And the topic I have for today is the transition of moving from New York to Georgia, which has been major. A lot of my friends have asked me to do a video and kind of share like what I think about it. And I'll try to be as honest as I can. I've been living in Georgia for 9 months now. I live in the town of Lithia Springs, which is like 20 minutes from Atlanta, and it's different. I have to say I'm still adapting. I'll start with how easy it is or difficult to rent in Georgia, and it is extremely hard. We moved here in June, and we were looking for a place since before leaving New York, but here the requirements are like if you're buying the house, basically. It took us a month and a half after we were here in an Airbnb to find a place. So to rent, you're also responsible for everything that belongs to the house, like if you're the homeowner. So garbage, gas, electric, water, home insurance, everything you can think of, the lawn, everything you're responsible for when you're the tenant. The requirements are a lot. They ask for a lot of proof of employment, the credit. It's major, it's critical if you want to get into a good place. Then traffic, it's not like they say. It is outside of Atlanta. Everything, there's traffic here everywhere, every day, every hour. I understood later on living in Georgia that, there's a lot of commercial vehicles that are going through to get further down into the South. There's commercial trucks going into Texas, Alabama. So it's hard because it's not just like New York traffic. It's just people coming out of work or people going somewhere or people coming for the holidays. Here, there's constant commercial vehicles outside every day, no matter what time of day it is. Everything is super far away. So like I think my job is about 19 to 20 miles from where I live. If I'm lucky one day I can make it in 30 minutes, but if not, it's 45 minutes to get there in the morning, and in the afternoon, it's an hour if there's no baseball game. If there's a baseball game, it could easily be an hour and 20 minutes. My poor Honda, I bought 2021 last year. It already has 20,000 miles. So you have to factor that in, that gas may be cheaper. Right now it's $1.10 cheaper than New York, but you're also, you're using it faster because I have to fill up my tank every 4 days. If I just go to and from work, because if I have like doctor's appointments and whatnot, I have to do like every two days maybe, or three max, I'm sorry. The temperature here is amazing. It's right now 56 degrees in February. I know it's freezing up in New York. I don't have any snow. It's beautiful outside. I wish I could show you guys my entire house. We came from living in a 1-bedroom apartment to a 2-floor house with 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The parking takes about four cars, and we pay $200 more, but then we're also responsible for all those fees that I mentioned earlier, which if you don't know, or if you don't have people here, sometimes I feel like I'm in Alice in Wonderland. I'm always lost. I came from living in New York for over 20 years, so I do miss New York. I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss the food, I miss having everything right there. I can't step out here and go to a local bodega and order a bacon, egg, and cheese. I can't do that. I have to make it myself. Dominicans, where there's not a big population of Dominicans here, especially in the side of town that I live. There's a city called Gwinnett and Lawrenceville, where there are a lot of Dominicans on that side. But whenever I want to go eat there, like they have a Mama Juana and they have Dominican restaurants. Whenever I want to go eat there, from my house is an hour and 5 minutes. So in my head, I'm like, is that mofongo really worth it? Like, do I want to travel all the way over there to have that and then sit in traffic an hour, probably in 40 minutes to come back? So all of those little things, you learn as you go. It's also hard for me because I'm the kind of person who hates using a GPS, But here, my life depends on it. Like, I don't have a choice. I needed to get everywhere because I don't know where I'm going. Like, New York, I knew, at least Westchester, I knew like back of my hand. But here, 9 months in, I'm still learning. I love that we have no tolls to get from one city to another. We don't have tolls to get into the airport. I don't miss none of that. Parking, the meters, here everything is, I'll compare it similar to like Jersey. Everything is like inside of a mall. So that's not an issue. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, I have to put more time in the meter. Or when you come out, you already have that parking ticket. We don't have that problem here. I'm just looking at some little notes that I made so I don't forget anything. Airfares. So if you're someone like me that loves to travel, you do have, so I'll put this example just so you guys know. So from here to Dominican Republic, it's 2 hours and 20 minutes. From here to Germany is about 10 hours nonstop. So a ticket 3 months from now for me and my daughter to Dominican Republic, 2 hours and 20 minutes away, it's 1,230. To Germany in Europe for the baby and I is 1,300. Do you see that? Do you follow the math? It makes no sense. From here to New York, it's about 200, 220. The hour, it's an hour and probably 20 minutes flight. So everything is a little bit more expensive going from here. So if you like to travel, that's something that you have to think about. If you like nightclub, that nightlife from New York, it's a little bit country here. You do have Atlanta there, but you can't compare. Like me coming from New York, every time they're like, oh no, but I'm like, you don't know. Like I come from the capital of the world. Like, let me tell you what clubbing is. So it's not the same. If you're trying to raise a family, if you have little kids, if you're worrying about, how the schools are now in New York, then yes, bring your family over. Salary wise, this is the best time to move to Georgia because the salaries in Georgia before were horrible, but now, maybe because of the pandemic, that's the only thing I can think about. The salaries here are amazing. The sign-on bonuses are ridiculous. Like for me at work, I've been looking for an assistant for about 7 months. We've increased the salary now and we're given a $4,000 bonus. It's like, one, you really can't find staff, and two, the competition, like the places here are giving people insane amount of money just to get them to work for them because there's people don't want to work, I guess. I don't know what the issue is. But the competition is real right now. So if you're trying to find a state to move to, right now Georgia is your option. I mean, snow-free, temperature, you make more money, you get to live in a big house and pay probably the same thing you're paying for that studio or one-bedroom apartment in New York with no parking. So that's something to consider. So if you have any questions that I can answer, you can leave them down in the comment box below and I'll try to have the best realistic answer that I can. And thank you so much for watching and supporting my video. Bye bye.